Hey guys, this is a race I did in the in OTL, which I'm a reserve driving in. We're at Monza. This is about to start our quickest quali lap. Felt a little bit out of practice here. We'd not driven for over a week, and that really seemed to cost me. With no any practice prior either, but this will be our lap on the softs. This quali's about to end as we head down towards the Rettifia chicane. Bounce off the curbs there, not the optimum line at all. Don't take enough speed coming out either. Go through Curva Grande. And then into the Della Roggia chicane. Where that was a bit better, but we run wide. And so we're probably not going to finish in the top 10 here. As we go through the Lesmos. As we head down towards the Ascari chicane. Past the banking. The original Monza banking. Yeah, don't get the perfect line through there either. Need to be careful on that curb. So we head up to the Parabolica, or Michele Alboreto, I think it's now known. So we're about to finish our quali lap. We're a few tenths up, so we might break the top 10. No, we don't. We stay exactly where we are. And so as you can see, we're going to start 13th. I believe someone ahead was disqualified. Not a good lap from us at all. So this start 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lights on for a long time. It's lights out of Monza. That's not a bad start. Mataman ahead of us has put hards on, so we should out-drag him, but JN Tex is ahead of us. The Tifosi around here will like that. Mataman's going to keep that place we're boxed in slightly. We're going to be cautious through the chicane. There's yellow flags in front. Jamie Enright makes a really good start. Green Figures gets out of shape there. We're going to stick ERS on. We're going to try and go up to the Curva Grande side by side, which we do. And we just had more traction coming out of that corner. As we go through the second chicane, Mataman and Jamie Enright side by side there. And so this is the start again. It's not the worst of starts from us. We've definitely had worse starts, and you can see all of the Ferraris right at the back there had an even worse start than we did. It all looks quite clean and tidy through there, which is a surprise. I don't think anyone had to take the run off or anything. And that's our move on Green Fingers on the Aston Martin. And so behind Mataman now. It is forecast to rain later on in the race, so I'm assuming that's why Mataman's gone on the hard tyres, and he'll be hoping to drag them out right until towards the end, until the changeover to Inters, if that comes. I don't think I can make a set of tyres last that long, as that's a daft track limit warning already. I can tell I'm out of practice. I'm still trying to get my bearings here. But a move on Mataman is really, really important now. The only reason being is I don't want to be stuck behind him if he's in the DRS train on those hards. And so we're in a slipstream of the Alpine. We're in the White Bull, the limited edition livery.
Okay, good work. Great.
And we're going to be ahead before the corner. I wonder if Mataman will try and make a move. He doesn't. And so that's P13. We have our old friend Skarma ahead of us, and we'll want to get into that 1 second DRS window before the next lap starts, which I think we should be doing.
No rain expected for the time being. Dry seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
No rain expected at the moment. Oh, there's all sorts going on here. There's a couple of Mercs spun right round. We're going to take advantage. We're going to go through on JN Tex and the Ferrari. Mataman followed us through as well, I think, and he's having a sniff of us to the first Lesmo. But no, we're now up in the top 10. So this is the replay of the pretty straightforward move on Motorman. My tyres just grip so much better coming out of the Parabolica. And that pass was done. And then this is heading down towards the second chicane. Awful camera angles, but there you see we're weaving and ducking, we get past JN Tex there. Motorman was very brave, he got on the grass there. And so that's put us right behind Scammer now as well. And Mick's got through behind us, but he's not within a second, which is important. Because we're on the soft, we want to drop them behind us, those who aren't on soft. Although there is rain at the end. Just thought the soft would be better at the initial part of the race because it started so low down. And at the moment, they seem to work. Gamma misses the apex quite a bit. They're going through Parabolica. We've got the two McLarens ahead of us. His DRS is now enabled. Scammer's going to have a look at Nelly.
Caution, caution.
Oh, there's a yellow flag in front of us now as well. What's happened here? Oh, that's Rob Wills in the Aston Martin. And Mr. Rage in the Williams. That's another two positions gained. There must have been contact at the first chicane. Scammer did get ahead of Nelly and all that. Well, we've got Mick and the Alpha Tower straight away. There's a car gone off straight behind us as well. I'm not sure who that was. That is a virtual safety car. And so the virtual safety car's about to end. We've lost a lot of ground to Nelly because of that, but we also gained ground on Mick behind us. And by the looks of it, Nelly gained ground on Scammer through that as the McLarens are still battling together and Nelly gets in front of him. Nice move. We're just about in the 1 second as we go through the detection zone. In the second Lesmo, Scammer got out of shape coming out of the second Lesmo there. We're not going to be close enough for a run on Ascari, but we will have the momentum hopefully going up towards the Parabolica into the next DRS zone. Which we do. Scammer misses the apex there, he's wide there. And so as we go through the Parabolica, we're going to stick ERS on. We're half a second behind. I don't think we're quite close enough this lap. No, we're not. I thought I may scare him into outbraking himself, which I may have done because that chicane wasn't his best, but we didn't get the best of traction coming out either. Rob Wills behind us, he spun on lap 3, I think it was. He's past Mick now, so he's going to be behind us. He started 5th, so he probably got more pace than we have. Obviously, for those who watch my videos know I race with Scammer and Rob quite often, and Mick. So we take a lot of curb through there, but it's definitely benefited us. And we're closer to Scammer again. Still won't be close enough for a move, but I'm going to save my ERS for the pit straight, I think. But that's wide. We missed the apex, but Scammer takes a horrible line through there. And Rob's on the back of both of us now. There's only 6/10 between the three of us. Nelly's dropped this little group of 3 we've got here. And so we're going to stick ERS on. I think we're close enough now. We're going to pull out from the slipstream. We'll go left. It'll give us the racing line when we get to the chicane as well. And I'm hoping Scammer, because at this stage of the race, we are quicker. So I'm hoping he can hold Rob Wills behind him while we try and make inroads on Nelly in front of us. That's the plan anyway. Thing is, on this track, once you're in the DRS train, it's very, very difficult to get out of it. We're running a little bit wide there at the first of the Lesmo. We're not within DRS range of Nelly in front of us, so we haven't got that protection. And so there's Rob, he's overtaking Scammer there on the DRS. DRS not that effective at Monza because you run such low rear wings, it doesn't make a difference if it's open or not. Not that much anyway.
Strategy is available on the MFD.
That's why when people say it's full of long straights, it should be easy to overtake with DRS, it isn't. And so as we're about to start lap 7, P6, and as we start P9, we're in P5, Jamie Enright's pitted in front of us. We've got Rob Wills right on our tail now. I think Scammer's pitted early, so he's going to go for the undercut, I think, which is worrying. So I think he might get it because I'm struggling with my tyres. I'm not sure how Rob's doing. Also running out of ERS at the moment. We're going to run wide there on the grass, and that's going to give Rob Wills an opportunity to close in. He's within half a second of us now as we go through the first Lesmo. We weren't quick through there either. And so my left tyres have taken an absolute battering, so we're going to pit this lap and hope Rob doesn't, and we'll get an undercut because we need to protect from Scammer as well. But we have an awful run through Ascari, and the Aston Martin's got a really, really good run on us. It's going to go around the outside. We'll have DRS going up here now. As we're going to pit. No, we're not. Our teammate's in the pit. It wasn't worth double stacking for, but Rob Wills does pit, and so on the next lap, we're now going to pit. As we slam on the brakes, our tyres haven't got enough wear. We've got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. This is only my second ever race with manual pit stop, so I'm really struggling to get used to it at the moment.
Go, go, go.
That wasn't the greatest getaway in the world. And so I don't know where Rob is. We're about to go out the pit lane now.
That was our last.
And it's really slow taking the limiter off.
Stops.
And so there's Rob. He also got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. And I think Scammer must have had a load of battles because it's about a 3.5 second gap. But we've also lost out 2.5 seconds to Rob ahead of us. And so at lap 11 we're in P14, but this is not the end of the world. There's a lot of the race still to go. There's a threat of rain possibly later on. And there's a lot of cars in front as well who still need to pit. There's a yellow flag somewhere that's ahead of us towards the Ascari.
There's been an incident on track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety
Right,
car right now.
turn green now.
Careful.
So we've got much fresher tyres than Mitch, so we'll want to make a move quickly. Ferrari seems to have quite a lot of straight line speed. But we've got a much better run coming out of Parabolica. We're going to get in the slipstream. We've got DRS as well. Other people in front have now pitted. And so that's P11 now as we get onto lap 12. We hold that inside line. So P11, 2.8 seconds behind Rob, who also got a time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. 4.5 out of Scammer. And I think it's those two and Mick later on who will be racing. Possibly Mattelman, depending on what his strategy is as well. But I don't know how long he's going to go on these hards. Doesn't look like it's going to rain at the moment. It's still quite a nice day in the park of Monza. As we, ooh, that's wide. Don't pick up a warning, thankfully, but that was very wide, and we lost time and momentum to Rob ahead. Until we got into lap 13. I think I'm going to be P10 because I think Greenfingers is in the pit getting rid of his soft, and we're going to overtake him now.
Our gap to the car in front is 4.
That's P10. On lap 16, we're still P10. But we've caught up with Dixie Enormous in front of us, who I think has done the same, similar to what Matterman's done. He's seen that there's rain at the end. And he's going to try and ride out their medium tyres until the rain comes. But he must be struggling now we're on lap 16 because they can't have felt good. We run wide there, we get a warning. And that could have been us on the wall then. So we go down into Ascari. We've just got more grip in these tyres. We're going to have a run down towards Parabolica. Oh, we're going to make the dive. Dixie Norris runs wide. We're going to touch the apex. We're just going to get a lot more momentum as we take the tighter line. Because of our tyre advantage, we're going to get so much more momentum. And so that's another position gained. Although we've lost ground to Rob Wills ahead of us. I thought Dixie Norris was going to stop on those used tyres then for a minute. We have got this 5-second penalty hanging over us though, so we need to build gaps. So we're going to have to crack on.
We're expecting rain in around 10 to 15 minutes. Dries seem like the best tyre for now.
So it looks as though the rain's going to hit in the last 2 laps, maybe. Depending on the pace, if there's a safety car, it'll hit a bit earlier. Probably the quickest race on the calendar, Monza. On a 50% race, you can probably do it in around 32, 33 minutes, possibly, depending on safety cars, etc. And so I've just changed the front downforce, just preparing in case I do have to stop for inters or for new tyres at all. On the track gets a bit slippery. It is a bit grey now on the start-finish line. As Mick pits, he was in the middle of the road, the game's glitching. And so that's another position gain, but Mick will be on much, much quicker tyres than we will. So we run wide, go in there, really bad understeer. And okay, the timing board is now glitched. I don't quite think we're in P2. Be nice if we were, but I don't see it somehow. As we go around the first Lesmo, we run wide. Oh, and that's a Haas, that's Jamie Enright. Jamie Enright's got off for the first Lesmos. But I can't work out what position that leaves us in, to be honest. I'm assuming we're P7. But at this point, I've got no idea. It seems to have settled down, so yeah, P7 on lap 18. I wonder if Jamie Enright had damage and he'll need to pick, 'cause he's still within that 5-second window of us. I know Dixie Enormous behind us will have to, but it's whether it's for inters or not.
Okay.
And so on lap 20, Walker's pitted. Oh, has it? Oh,
These tyres need to last.
very glitchy tonight the game, but that means we're into P6. But Jamie Enright is catching us. We don't seem to have any front end grip whatsoever, no stopping power. And I think even if we didn't have a 5-second penalty, Rob Wills are streaking away with this one. Curbs there are so sinister in this year's game. I'm not actually a fan of the Red Bull livery, the white one. I don't know what it is. I know quite a lot of people are, but it's just not for me. I've seen Red Bull with much nicer one-off liveries than this one. McLaren had a really nice, the Gulf one in Monaco earlier this year. And so as we're about to start lap 21, sky's definitely looking grey. I wonder how far the rain is out now. And so as we start lap 23, Walker and Mick are battling behind. There's a yellow flag in front of us. And it seems okay, Mikey and SPW must have lost a lot of time there. We're not close enough to take any advantage of that. Rob will get DRS, so he'll probably streak further away from us now. And I think our battles with those soft runners behind us and making sure we can keep them 5 seconds behind us, which is going to be a real struggle. It's a shame we've got this penalty, because P6 would have been a really, really good result here. There's still Matt and Man ahead to pit off those hards. But at the moment I've got no idea where he is or what his times are. But Walker's definitely catching up on us, so's Mick. They'll be dragging on each other along with the DRS as well. It looks as though it might rain any minute. We're going to stick inters on. Not yet, of course. But we'll stick the selection just in anticipation that it's going to get a bit slippery possibly. Might end up with a Lando at Russia scenario here. So as we start lap 24, P6, probably P9 on the road after penalties. Really struggling with braking in that corner. And Walker and Mick are really, really catching me now. Oh, there's a yellow flag somewhere. Oh, look at that.
Green flag.
Okay, so Walker's obviously gone off somewhere. He's no longer behind us. But Jamie Enright is still within that 5-second gap, so possibly P8 or P9 at the moment. Which is a shame with this penalty.
Right now, just be careful.
I'm not going to be able to catch with Rob and Mikey and those in front of us either. The pace is just too strong. But we've gained on Jamie Enright through Ascari, and that's okay. So the gap is hovering around 5 seconds. So that's going to be our race, I think, pushing that one. Until on lap 26, Mick has catch right to the back of us. Jamie's within that window. I think there are spits of rain. The track feels really slippery, but my tyres are worn now. I think the important thing here is not to let Mick have DRS and make it as difficult for him. Just in case he manages to spin off, although it's pointless defending too hard. So yeah, it looks like P9 for us at the moment. There's a yellow flag somewhere. What's happened there? I think that's Jamie Enright's gone off. Because the gap behind shot up and now it's Nelly. So at the moment then we're going to finish P7. Which isn't the worst result actually, that's not too bad.
7 seconds is all that separates you and the car ahead.
But I wonder if Mick's tyres are going off because he's lost a lot of time through there. As Matterman finally pits. Now where will he come out? He's got a massive penalty. So we're going to go past Matterman.
Final lap of the race.
So at the moment then, this is a net P6 for us. But the track is definitely getting slipperier. Oh, but Mick's lost a lot of time there. And we've somehow gained a lot of time on Rob. So I wonder if the rain is worse in certain parts of the track here. We've somehow gained a second just there. Or maybe he's just had a moment. His tyres are 1 lap older now, so we've just caught nearly a second just going through the second chicane. We're obviously not going to catch him. But we might make a gap up to Mick behind. We need to be careful of Nelly because Nelly's really closing in now as well. You can see the rain on the screen. There is rain. Mike wins a great race from him. Outclassed the field. And so we need to watch the gap between Mick and between Nelly. As the rain starts pouring, there's a yellow flag. I think Mick's run out of fuel. He's run out of fuel. We just need to push for the line. Can we do the 5 seconds? Yes, the 5 seconds is there. Where's Nelly? 5.8, 5.7.
Green flag.
Have we done that? Yes, I believe we have. Yes, we did. That's a P5. So 3rd and 5th for the Red Bulls. A great race. I'm glad in the end that my 5-second penalty didn't ruin anything for me. We finished P5 on track. Really happy with that.